everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of Not Aspirational. I'm your host, Hannah Erin Brown. Welcome back. And today I'm joined by a dear friend of the podcast and a man who truly needs no introduction, but I'm going to try. Today's guest is a pop culture expert, Britney Spears whisperer, Sky Ferreira enthusiast, and host of the hit podcasts Beyond the Blinds and What's Your Issue. Everyone, please welcome Troy McEady.
Oh my God, that's my favorite introduction that I've ever gotten. That's how I want. I want to be wheeled into my funeral, and I want that to be the thing that comes on the loudspeaker.
Thank you so much. I mean, like, you are a pop culture expert. I really mean that. And it's like there were so many avenues I could take with writing your intro, but I just felt like between Britney and Sky Ferreira, like, we really covered the necessary bases.
It's like broken doll women, like tortured soul women that have been like abused by the industry is like my kink. Yeah.
No, it's like you're like LVP and you're like a broken bird.
Yeah.
Me. Yeah. Let me care for them.
Sky Ferreira and Britney are my like Yulin Dog Festival.
Yes, Yulin. Yeah. Stop the Yulin Dog Festival. Troy, how are you today? We're recording on Monday. Happy Monday.
I'm good. I'm having a good day. It's like very like gloomy outside. It's raining, which is my favorite weather. I love gray, like Seattle, wet, like 90s flannel weather.
See, that right there is my kink. Is like twilight weather.
Twilight weather, yeah. I love like walking around the city and like being like in a music video in my head in the rain with like my umbrella, you know.
I feel like if I were to live in New York City and I had a day like that, I would be walking around to Times Like These by Addison Rae. I'm so confused. That would be my vibe.
That album actually is a really good like rain, moody, you know, the sky is like has overcast kind of vibe.
I feel like if people don't appreciate that album, it's like you're either going to get it or you don't. And the girls that get it, like, really get it. And the girls that don't, like, I don't begrudge them. Like, everyone has their own taste. But that album, like, really did something to me, like, on a molecular level.
The girls that don't get it, like, really don't get it, though. Like, they really want you to know that they don't get it, and they're performing an off-Broadway production of I Don't Get It. They can't just, like, kind of not get it. They have to be like, my personality is that I don't get Addison Rae. And it's like, okay.
Do you remember, this might be a deep cut, do you remember that scene in Big where Tom Hanks is an adult and he's working at the toy store and that guy like has it out for him at the office and he does this like whole toy like presentation and Tom Hanks is like, I don't get it. And he's like, what do you mean? And he's like, I don't get it. And he's like, I don't get it. And he gets like really mad at him. Those are the girls who didn't get that album.
It really is like it's like, are you hearing the same thing as me? Like,
I know.
Oh my God. It's like, okay, she was a TikTok girl, years ago. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm also like, even if this isn't fully her creative vision, I don't really care. Like, if it was hatched up in a lab, I don't really care. And no one seems to like broach that subject when we talk about like Harry Styles. I'm like, you think Harry Styles came up with all that creative? Like, no, he was hatched in a lab and it's fine. We can still be fans of Harry Styles, but like, don't get it twisted.
And she's been so clear about like, it's like me and these two girls made this whole album and that's the tea. Like, it's crazy. But no, I like that we had a Addison like sidetrack moment. We had to.
It felt right. We are going to have a little pop culture trauma dump sesh today, but before we get into it, I wanted to just ask you a couple questions just to warm us up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay. First of all, what is your death row meal?
My death row meal. It would be a tray of food that goes around the globe. Do you know what I mean by that?
The Epcot of meals.
Yeah, pretty much. It's all
but
just
like legit.
Little like weird drinks. That's my whole.
You're like a glass of wine from Provence, like a Mai Tai from Hawaii.
It's like, this is an alcoholic Kahlua drink from Hawaii. No, it would be like I'd have like a little sushi section because I would need some sushi, and I'd have a little Italian section of like pizza and pasta. I would make it. It would be more about like the regions and where I'm exploring, even more so than the food itself, if that makes sense.
100%. Would you skip England?
England would be skip. I get only an English breakfast. It's just like blood sausage, beans, and like a piece of toast. No seasoning.
I went to London last year and I like knew going into it. I was like, Hannah, this is not a foodie town. Like, do not put your like bib on for this visit. Like, don't get too excited. And by like the third day, I was like, I have only eaten beige food for 3 days. Like, I actually cannot do this anymore.
Wait, I have a follow-up question for you.
No, please.
Are you on like Chinese food, British Chinese food TikTok?
No.
My God, I'll send it to you. There's this subculture of Americans. It's like Americans discovering British. They call it a Chinese, and then British people discovering American Chinese. British Chinese food is like my obsession right now.
Oh my God. Is it a lot better than American Chinese?
No, it's It's appalling. It's all beige. They don't eat. There's not a single mention of a vegetable. I'm talking not a chopped onion, not a pea, not a carrot, not a fucking string bean. They do not fuck with vegetable. It is just khaki colored slop. And then they take these sauces. They have this like Americans call it black tar sauce, but it's like this black sauce that looks like it came from like sewage. And they pour it all over the whole thing because there's no seasoning, there's no vegetables or anything. It's just tan chicken, tan rice, tan prawns, whatever. And then they eat French fries. They get from Chinese places, they get these big cardboard boxes full of French fries, and they pour gravy all over it. That's their Chinese food. It is insane.
That is shocking.
Yeah. I'm going to send you a Chinese and you're going to die. You're going to die.
Please do. Oh my God. See, because I don't mind like a TikTok where the food doesn't look appetizing, but like I can't watch Food Network or like cooking shows or like mukbang TikTok because I get so hungry and like pissed off that like I don't get to eat what they're eating. Mm-hmm. And so like I can't do it because it just like pisses me off. So if it looks unappetizing, then I'm like, I'm in. That's funny to me.
Then you are in for a treat. You're not going to be appetized at all.
Great. The people are like, are you on Ozempic? You're like, no, I've just been watching British Chinese food TikTok, and I lost my appetite forever.
I'm watching a Chinese takeaway every night.
A Chinese takeaway. If you could live inside any of your favorite movies, what movie would you pick and why?
Wow, what a good question. I would pick... Oh, it's like, what horror movie would I make my life?
Well, everyone go back and listen to our Texas Chainsaw Massacre episode from like 5 years ago. To this day, it's like, I think some of our best work.
I think so too. I really am like, wait a minute. I think I would probably honestly live in Pretty Woman, and I want to live in like that 90s era of LA or 80s. Late 80s, early 90s, like version of Los Angeles. And yeah, I would be like working with Kit on Sunset Boulevard. Like I would replace Julia as the roommate, and we would be sisters. I would never leave the business though for a man.
Hell no. You know, that's so funny because as I asked you the question, I was like, I bet he's going to say Pretty Woman. I feel so honored that I guessed it. Yeah, I mean, I really do think living with Kit, like, I think Vivian had it going on at the beginning of the movie. I thought she was living a beautiful life as a sex worker.
Are you kidding me? Checking the toilet bowl to see if the rent's still there and it's not? Like, it's like, yeah, like, that's fun. That's living, baby.
Come on, that's adventure. Send the fucking Rella. You know what that made me think of? Speaking of checking the money and it's gone. Do you remember in Coyote Ugly when she goes into the freezer to get her wad of cash and it's gone? And just I would say Violet Sanford. Walk with me here. Violet Sanford in Coyote Ugly. Or no, sorry. Nomi Malone walked so Violet Sanford and Coyote Ugly could run.
Yes, damn. That's
and I don't think anyone's ever said that.
No, that's really brilliant. And that's another movie that I would love to be in that world. Like, to be one of the dancers and Showgirls. Ooh.
Coming out of the volcano, like, with your tits out.
Oh, my fucking God. With my, like, bikini string up above my hip bone so perfectly. Oh.
Yes. Oh, my God. Gina Gershon, little darling. Darling. She's such a bitch in that movie. I love her so much.
Oh, my God. Wait, can I tell you a crazy Gina Gershon story?
Did you meet her at, like, Comic-Con?
No, no.
What happened?
So I went to, there's this movie theater here called the Metrograph, and they show a lot of like old movies and stuff, and they'll let people come curate like a month of movies. Like Charlie XCX did
Fun.
it, and when John Early's movie was coming out, he like curated a week of movies.
That's so fun.
Yeah, so he did Showgirls, and he did Death of a Cheerleader, the Tori Spelling Lifetime movie.
So good.
And Gina came for Showgirls, so she was in the audience. I couldn't get tickets for Showgirls, but I did get Death of a Cheerleader, and she stayed. So I watched it like with her. She was literally like a row in front of me.
Oh my God.
And John Early goes, and just so everybody knows, Gina Gershon is here, and she's gonna stay for the second movie. And she turned around and waved, and she was like, you know, her lips were all like snarled up.
I love her snarled mouth.
She's like,
Did she have like long, like slutty nails?
okay, I'll give you the whole. She was very
Please.
70s, like Almost Famous vibes. She was wearing these like, mind you, it's like 10:30 at night. She's wearing these yellow tinted aviators
In a movie theater.
in a movie theater, watching a movie with through yellow tinted glasses. I'm like, chic. A skinny scarf, a velvet suit, and she was just so fucking cool. And I watched after the movie was over. We went outside, and she was like, Valerie's this way, and everybody was like, yes, Gina. And she was like, all right. And she like gave a peace sign and just sauntered into Chinatown. Like, she was so cool.
I'm
She was
turned
so-
on right now.
Yeah, it was insane.
I think we need to bring back the name Gina. I would
the
love
name
to be
Gina.
named Gina. It's such a cunty name.
It is really con. I mean, Gershon also helps. Like the last name attachment helps.
Gina Gershon, double G. She could have gone by Gigi if she wanted, but she said, no, that's Gina Gershon, bitch. Wow. Honestly, that's a great segue into my next question, which is, what is your dream diva blunt rotation?
My dream diva blunt rotation. Okay, so obviously we have to start with Rihanna.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go Rihanna. I'm gonna go Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Madonna.
Great.
I'm going to go. I'm gonna go Britney, but I'm gonna whisper to everybody's ear, skip her.
Yeah. Like current Britney or vintage Britney?
If it's current Britney, I'm saying skip Britney. If it's vintage Britney, we're getting high as fuck. Like
Totally.
2001 Britney in the blunt rotation. Give me a break. Are you kidding me?
With her little like straightened like ponytail, like sticking up like a Tweety bird on her head, with like a giant hoodie on.
She's like, is that possible? The time, space, travel, speed.
She's like banging on the table. She's like, she really wants to know the truth.
Yes, it is, Kevin.
Her French fries. God, love her.
Yeah. She's like, have you ever had butter beans? She's sucking on a bean. Who would be my last one? My last one, you got to throw in like a wild card that you just like don't know. Let's go like Perez Hilton era Lady Gaga.
Ooh, like when they were friends.
Yeah, like Marry the Night era Gaga. Like she shows
even-
up in an insane outfit for us to hang out and smoke.
A giant hat that goes from like wall to wall in the room.
Yeah,
It's a 12-foot long hat.
She has to like tip it up to talk to us, then she tips it back down. She's like in full Jeepers Creepers like garb.
She has one really long nail, and you don't really know why.
Yeah. It's like,
like
Gaga,
one
you
long-
can take off the platforms just for like inside.
She's like, nah. That's when she had like a vague accent.
Yes.
I feel like 50% of your blunt rotation has had a vague accent at one time or another.
1000%. I love her old accent. I love it.
I know. When she would be like, you can call me whatever you like.
Yeah.
Her little
I love
teacup.
technology and fashion. Like she was like a little Bjork French, like it was
Mouse. Like an animated
a little
mouse.
She's like,
With her old teeth. I was talking to someone recently who was like, I feel like she hasn't gotten a lot of work done. And I just looked at her like, girl, the teeth tell you everything you need to know.
oh my God, she's had so many faces.
I know. I want her to stop now. I wanted her to stop 10 years ago, but it's not my business. Her body, her choice. Last question is, also, by the way, great answer. I like no notes.
Thank you.
No notes. I also just, sorry, going back to Brittany really quick. I don't want to linger on her for too long because I don't want to make you upset. But I appreciate that, like, now she just wants to be invited. Like, she's not going to be mad if you skip her, but she really wants to be like at the gathering.
Brittany will literally be filming herself spinning around while we're smoking. She won't even be engaging us.
Yeah, she's just happy she's there.
Yeah, or she'll like ask Rihanna to film her. She'll have no qualms about that at all.
So true. So true.
Hey, do you mind just like filming me really quick?
Do you,
It's
and
really cool.
Yeah, and Rihanna would be so down. She would be like, yeah,
1000%.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, if I may, quick tang, even though I just said I didn't want to stay here too long. What do you think her sleepover with the Kardashians like a year and some change ago was about?
I think that her manager, I don't know what you would call him, assistant, whatever he is, Cade Hudson. Cade is business partners with the Kardashians, and he is a shady motherfucker. He's just not to be trusted. I think that he is like using with her. I think that he enables her. He pushes her to spend all of her money and take him on vacations. And he's always like kind of like trotting her around like a little pony. Like, oh my God, you know, Kardashians, you'll never believe it. I can just call Brittany and tell her to come over here. You know, he like sets up all these weird little like interactions with her and other famous people.
Also, the Kardashians work with what's her nuts. I literally have forgotten her name.
Lou.
Of course, Lou Taylor. Duh.
Yeah.
We get like struck by lightning just saying.
I know. I know.
Yeah, they work with her. So I remember being like, something about this is very off to me. Also, her getting her hair done by that guy. I was like, what do you think of this? You're like, it's AI, Hannah. I was like, okay. I needed you to tell me.
No, but it was weird. I mean, it was a weird moment. Like, it's like, in a weird world, it's like, I think it happened, but I also think the photos were fake. And we never saw proof after that her hair was done by him. Like,
no.
Immediately she was posting pictures with her extensions like hanging off the ends of her hair. So I'm like, where can I see one photo outside of the one that he posted of her hair done?
I know. AI has made this all 10 times spookier because I just am like, I don't know. And I'm like, I've always been a gullible person, so I'm really not good at discerning AI from reality. But like, I feel for celebrities who are like, I didn't fucking do that. Like, that would be really annoying to be like, people are AIing me into situations that I wasn't in.
Speaking of Hannah being gullible, the other day I told her that I was a Scientologist, and she immediately believed me and was like very respectful about it. And like you didn't even hesitate for 1 second to not believe me.
Troy, we hadn't talked in a while. I wasn't going to be like, hey, so glad we're chatting. I'm judging you and your entire essence and lifestyle now.
I was like, I don't find jokes about Scientology funny anymore, seeing as I am in the church.
I said, wait, what? You were like, oh my God, I should have continued that well into our recording. I was like,
I couldn't do it.
I had to tell myself, I was like, Hannah, he has to be fucking with you, because I was like, you know everything about, you literally do a blind item podcast. I was like, there's no fucking way that after everything you've learned, you could be like, you know what? I'm a Scientologist now.
And they don't want me. I'm the last thing that they want in that church. Are you kidding me? It's not even that I wouldn't do it. It's that they don't want me.
Well, isn't it creepy that they propositioned Jax Taylor and Stassi Schroeder in like 2009?
Insanity. When you hear
which is
about
like the least shocking thing ever. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, it's actually crazy that Jax didn't get like swept up into it. I guess probably because it revolves around like giving money, and he couldn't do that.
Yeah, he's like, what else can I do?
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, I could come back next week. Maybe next week I have like a couple shifts.
Yeah. Yeah, pick up a couple shifts at Sir and come back with some money.
He comes back with crunkled up dollars to give to
some
church.
like pennies that he found in like the console of his car between his couch cushions.
It's like money that has glitter on it from Pride. He's like, I have this.
What's a 2000s fashion trend that you think deserves to make a comeback?
Okay, controversial opinion, because I've said this before and people will comment and be like, I wear it. So I understand that there are there are people that will say that they do this already. I get it. But I mean it as like a whole moment.
Okay.
Dresses over jeans.
I love dresses over jeans. They're
And
so
we're not
cute.
doing it. It's so cute. We're not doing it.
Fall is around the corner, and I just want to encourage everyone to throw on a pair of heels or boots with some jeans and then a dress. A flare jean, a booty.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like if it has to be a dress that has some like dimension, like a high low, you know, a really high slit. It can't be like a one length dress at the knee or like at the ankle. It has to be a dress that has like something going on. Do you know what I mean?
100%. I actually tried that trend like last summer. I did it over like long jean shorts, but it was a dress that kind of like buttoned up the front. So I like unbuttoned the bottom half so that the shorts could like peek out as I walked, like it would blow back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There needs
Like,
to be like movement.
I almost feel like any dress with like a bohemian touch is going to lend itself really nicely to a dress over the jeans moment. It can't have too much structure. It has to flow.
Yeah, like it has to be like a whisper away from being a shirt.
Yes. Or like a little like silk, like a little silk chemise, like a little lingerie slip dress over jeans.
Yeah.
So cute.
I think it's so chic. And I think there's a way that it could be like modernized and be really cool. And like I know I listen, you live in LA, I live in New York. Of course, occasionally you'll see somebody doing like some version of that, but it hasn't become like a moment. And I think that would be really cool.
I hate when people are mean to me in my comments about like trends that I post. They're like,
That's fucking ugly.
I'm like, well, I bet as someone from Middle America, I bet you're from Middle America and these trends either haven't made their way to you yet or you just don't want them to. And like, go off, like keep wearing, you know, your 2007 skinny jeans with like smashed flats from Target. Like, do your fucking thing. I don't want any part of it, but like, if that makes you happy, go for it.
That is so, it's so funny when people like, because it's like you do kind of live in this like bubble in a place where people are daring with fashion around you all the time. And you kind of forget that there's this extremely like slow as molasses moving fashion cycle happening in like flyover states where it'll be years until they get to where you are right now.
100%. I'm also like, no one is like putting a gun to your head. Like if you think what I posted is ugly, you do not need to buy it. Like don't wear it, don't buy it. But then to like troll me and be like, that's ugly. I'm like, well, I don't invent the trends. I'm literally just reporting on them. Like, shut up.
Right. And don't let me loosen your fucking photos, babe. Like,
no. Please.
Come on now.
Please. Thank you so much for indulging me with that, by the way. That was
fun.
So fun. So fun. So for today's episode, we agreed to each bring in some pop culture thought starters, stories, really whatever the fuck. And we'll get to what we get to. And we did not tell each other what we were going to be talking about. So do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Great. What's your topic?
Okay. So the first one I told Hannah before we started recording that I put it into one category because it was like, whatever. My first one is horror movies. Because
I love this.
Horror is having a renaissance and it's like the most important film genre right now. And I have prayed for days like these. You know.
You have.
I mean, you know better than anyone. Like, I have been in the trenches with horror my whole life. And trying to like get people to take it more seriously, like more highbrow. And I definitely feel like thanks to like Hereditary and like It Follows, like there's like this handful of movies that have changed, like Get Out, like change people's perspective of like what horror could be, because I think a lot of people look at it as like urban legend or something, and it's like
Totally.
There's a place for that, but it's not all that it is. And I just think it's cool to see so many people going out to support horror movies right now.
Yeah, the storytelling, I feel like all those movies you just named are like some of my favorite horror movies from the last like decade.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think the common thread is that they all like elevated the genre so much. And they also Smile and Smile 2 really fucked me up.
Oh my God. Smile 2.
Smile 2 fucked me up more than the first one.
Me too. I was like, the rare case where the sequel is like 1,000,000 times better.
So much better. When that like unit of like people like scuttle around her apartment, I was like, I'm not okay. Or even just the naked guy in the hallway like running at her. I was like, this is so fucked up. And what's her name? Naomi. Shit, what's her name? I also love her new album.
She was so good.
She was so good, and she just came out with a pop album that's fantastic. I actually talked to Naomi Scott.
Yeah.
She was amazing. And I do think, like, even from then to now, it's like people are talking about Indy Neveready being nominated for an Oscar for Obsession. And, like, I hope so. Like, I think The Substance was, like, a step in the right direction, but I would argue that Obsession is more, like, overtly horror. Or, I guess, a different kind of horror. Like, The Substance was more, like, body horror. But between, like, Obsession and Backrooms, I'm also really excited to see Buddy.
Yeah. I know.
I
I'm
can't
so
wait
excited.
for Buddy.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so hyped.
Yeah. Well, did you have one that you preferred, like Backrooms or Obsession?
Okay, I haven't seen Backrooms yet, which is a problem.
Oh, that's okay. They actually just re-released it with more footage, so you should go see it now.
Okay, I should see it. Okay, because what I've heard from my friends who are also like horror heads is like that Backrooms was like a really beautifully cultivated like vibe, and that they were very impressed by like the levels to the story that this young person was able to come up with. But that as far as like a horror movie, like plot wise, they favored Obsession. So I don't know yet, but how did you feel?
I think that honestly hits it pretty much like the nail on the head. That's like Obsession was, in my opinion, a better like movie, a better story being told. It was more engaging in that way. The acting was insane, and like, just watching at the beginning thinking that she was going to be this kind of like one-dimensional character, and then like her going through that whole journey and all the weird shit she was able to do, and like discovering that he was like the villain.
Yeah.
It's like a movie about scary boys, like scary
Yeah.
loser incel boys, and like what they would do to like so many men would do that to women.
I know.
So I agree with that, but then I think Backrooms, yeah, like if you're familiar with like the Backrooms lore, and I've always kind of been into like the Backrooms thing. I think it's interesting. I think it's cool that like those photos of like old like discovery zones and like like old amusement parks and like empty pools and stuff, like they make people feel so much emotion.
I'm on
that's
Liminal
cool.
Spaces TikTok, and I'll be like scrolling at like 11 p.m. just looking at like creepy edits of like like abandoned like basements and like old blockbusters and like and they're it's weird because they're so unsettling but so comforting at the same time, because you like your brain is like, but I've been here before. And so like the whole creepypasta Backrooms of it all is like deeply fascinating.
Well, then you're going to literally be obsessed with this fucking movie. Like,
Oh, I can't wait.
it's like, it's honestly, I was just in awe that they were able to capture all of that. The nostalgia, the fear, the like, the feeling of, like you said, like we've all been in this place before, but like when, like nobody can pinpoint like where it is or when they've been there or why, but we all have. And like, even more so, it's like it feels so 90s, or like it feels really, really 90s. Like you're in like a fucking Value City Furniture or something that's like empty, like with like those lights and the whole thing. But yeah, it's just a real, and it's all real sets. They're all handmade
That's so
sets.
cool.
And it's just like, oh my God, I cannot believe I'm not watching CGI. I can't believe this is real.
Thank fucking God.
I know.
I think that's the other thing too about like this like iteration of horror, or like this generation of horror I should say, is like I think there's a lot more focus on just like what like quality storytelling versus like these insane visuals or jump scares or things that are like kind of like obvious tropes. And I feel like these like young filmmakers in the space are like taking their own creative liberties, and it's like paying off. And I also like, I've brought up horror movies in so many like meetings lately, being like, well, I think this is an exciting time in Hollywood because it's like for so long no executives or studios wanted to take any risks. Like it's like, let's just churn out another fucking Marvel movie with the same 5 people in it, and like that's all people want to see. But I think that like these movies prove that like people want fresh faces, they want fresh stories, they want to see something that they haven't experienced before, they have no idea where it's going to go,
Yeah, like I said, I think it's where all the most creative stuff is happening. It's where all the best ideas are, and the best like executed ideas. And And also like I feel like horror is such a reflection of like the times that you're in. It's like this time capsule like of how we think about the world. And yeah, I just think all the most interesting stuff is happening there. Like when I think of like drama or comedy, I'm like it's just not as fascinating. I'm not like gripped by that like I am with what's happening in horror right now. And I think it's cool that people are like really finally getting it.
Totally. Wait, is there a horror movie that you're the most excited about?
Ooh, like to come out?
Yeah.
I have a list. Hold on.
Oh my God, please. Because also I feel like you're in it more than me for sure. And I'm like, maybe I haven't heard of all of them. So me and the listeners need to know.
Oh, I do have one.
What?
Resident Evil.
Oh, okay. I've read some things about this, but why are you excited about it?
So I am a huge Resident Evil fan. It's my favorite video game franchise. It's like I've been playing it since I was in like kindergarten. I am obsessed. And the thing that's so fun about Resident Evil is that each one of those games explores like a different kind of horror. Ooh. So sometimes they'll go full like Texas Chainsaw vibes. Sometimes it's more like psychological. Sometimes it's ghostly. Like it always has a different, and then sometimes it's like full B movie, like, Evil Dead, original Evil Dead vibes. Just like creative and spooky and fun. And those movies have like been terrible pretty much, right? Like they're fun and like we love Mila Jovovich obviously, but like those movies are historically bad and they don't follow the actual Resident Evil story like really at all. It's just like they just kind of do their own thing and then use the characters and make shit up. And this one that's coming out is like made by somebody who is a fan of the series. He's played every fucking game. And it's like Zach Kreger, and he also did Barbarian and Weapons.
Oh, it's
and I
him?
Love yes.
Oh shit. Okay, now I'm excited.
Good. It's gonna be good.
I fucking loved Weapons and Barbarian, but I loved Weapons even better.
Me too. I'm so happy he's doing it, and he's like, I want to be clear that I play all these games. Like, I'm a real fan. I'm not just gonna make some like Netflix ass bullshit. So I think that's gonna be really, really cool. Like, I'm so excited for that.
That is like, I'm excited too. Like, you should be a brand ambassador for the new Resident Evil movie because I'm fucking in. But I like, to that point, I think it's like you can so tell as a fan of the genre when like filmmakers are like a student of the genre. Like you can see who influenced them. You can see how much they care about like the quality of the story that they're telling, as opposed to like, fucking respectfully, like Insidious or like The Conjuring, where it's like, oh look, it's a creepy person with like a white face, like creeping out from behind a wall. Like, did you see them? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not, it's not the same. And I think it's like, I find that with like my favorite filmmakers and like musicians, I can always tell when they're like a student of the creators that came before them and like were influenced by them in a way where they're not ripping them off, but it's like they've used that to elevate their own creativity. You know what I mean?
Totally. It's like, I think It Follows is a good example of that, where you can tell like that movie wants to build on the genre. Like it loves the genre, but it wants to build on it and do some version of it that we haven't seen. So it's like instead of Michael Myers just like walking and holding a knife and it's like this creative way of having like a stalker, but they've like upped the ante and like done their own version of it. I totally agree. Like you can tell when people actually care. And I also think that, and listen, I'm not hating on this because I think that there's like a world for it, but I do think that there are directors that know that they're making horror movies for people who don't necessarily like horror,
right?
Like The Conjuring and stuff. Like
it's like commercialized like slop.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's like they know that the people going are gonna be people who like once a year will indulge this, and it's like, and it's really, really scary for them. All those jump scares and like the ball rolling across the floor and the kids giggling and all that dumb shit. Like they love it, and it makes a lot of money, and there is like a place for it, I guess.
Right. Right. That's also why I love House of the Devil, Ty West's like one of his earliest films. No one ever fucking talks about it. And that is a movie where I'm like, he loves 70s horror. Like you get those like long zooms of like her in the window. And I'm like, you do not make a movie like that unless you like are obsessed with 70s horror.
That is so true. What a good reference, that movie.
I'm sorry, everyone's like, I love X, I love Pearl. I'm like, go back and watch House of the Devil, because to me it's so much better than those. Like, I liked him better when he had less money and had to be more creative and just like more like a film bro about it.
I totally agree. God, this is like taking me back to our Texas Chainsaw episode.
I know. Okay. That was a great topic to choose. Wait, and then sorry, last thing before we move on is there like a lesser known horror movie that you want to recommend, because spooky season's around the corner?
Oh God. I love the movie Audition.
I've never seen that one.
It's a lot. It's
I like fucked up, right?
It's fucked up, yeah. It's gory. Yeah. I love Asian horror movies. And I think Asian horror is like just so innovative and ahead of its time. And like, I sound like Christina Aguilera. It's explaining Bionic.
No, but it's true, because it's like a lot of the best or most popular American horror movies are like a direct ripoff of an Asian horror film that was already like a big deal.
And it's a female lead, which is cool. Female horror villain. It's great. And it's beautiful cinematography. Yeah, see Audition if you've never seen it.
Okay, I have to check it out. I've seen that one on like the VH1's like top 20 scariest movies of the 2000s, but like I haven't actually watched it.
There's one more. There's one more that I will recommend that I think that you would think is like really good. Wait, hold on. Let me look up the name of it really quick. It's a what are those places? Not nursery. What is it? The places where old people live? Not nursery.
A nursing home?
I said nursery home. It's a movie. I'm like, not nursery rhyme.
Mother Goose?
Like, what is Mother Goose send her elder people? It's a nursing home horror movie. The horrors of living in a nursing home. It's called The Rule of Jenny Penn.
Okay.
The Rule of Jenny Penn. It is so good. It's so creepy. I already think nursing homes are scary. And it's about the horrors of living in a nursing home.
I've never even heard of this. I'm excited. Hell yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, you'll love it. And it's like funny too.
Yay. Oh my, I love a horror movie that has like little lol-worthy moments in it. A kind of good segue when it comes to horror. Are you watching House of Stassi?
I just don't understand why you want to work when you could influence. Why do you want to work when you could influence? Just influence.
Come on, I will pay you to stay home, Bo.
She is the
evil
villain of her life. Like, she is. This is like one of the craziest reality shows I've watched in a long time.
I keep like going back and rewatching episodes to be like, wait, so is this as fucked up as it was the first time, or did my brain like deceive me? Because I just can't imagine. Like, she's an EP on this show.
Yeah.
And so like she has been plotting it for like 3 or 4 years as her like big comeback.
Yes.
And I think that like it's just so classically Stassi, because she's like allergic to like self-awareness and accountability. Like, what she didn't understand was people were able to project like a halo effect onto her when she was less visible post cancellation, just because like she's pretty and like she has nice clothes, and like people on the internet were like, okay, well, she's probably a sweetie now, right? Like, she's pretty, she has nice clothes, and she has kids, so like she's fine, you guys. And then we watch the show and I'm like, you haven't learned anything. It's fucking weird that the only people you want to hang out with are people who are up your ass to a point where it's uncomfortable to watch Taylor Strecker. And Taylor Strecker makes me deeply depressed. She reminds me of like myself in my 20s when I was like, the cool girl wants to be my friend. I hope she invites me to the party. Like, I can't. And then also like the fact that they had Sharon Gabriella from Vanderpump Villa do like one scene with Stassi in the last episode where they're like, if we knew, like Gabriella's like, if I knew that you were a racist before I met you, I wouldn't have really wanted to be friends with you. But I found out after we left the villa. And Stassi's like, and that's scary for me to talk about. And I'm like, and that tells me everything I need to know. I was just like, I can't believe she was the EP of this show and now it's out there.
Well, the perspective even of the show is like nothing I feel like I've ever seen. Like, it's like a show about whether or not this like former reality television icon, star, whatever, who was canceled, as she loves to put it, can like learn from her mistakes or whatever in like a tongue-in-cheek way where it's like, I learned from it, wink, no I didn't, you know what I mean?
Oh my
and
God.
it's like, can she rebuild her fame by doing a show where she casts the perfect people to be in her show? Like, even just like the storyline revolving around like whether Katie will play the role of best friend
Of her
on
bitch.
her show is crazy.
Yeah, well, that's what I was telling, like, any of my friends who weren't watching it, they're like, how is it? I'm scared. Should I watch it? I'm like, the crux of the drama is everyone is, like, tethered to Stassi, like, financially or career-wise
Right.
or, like, familially or whatever. And they're all miserable in those roles, but not miserable enough to change it. And
Yeah.
and she's fine with that. And,
Yeah.
like, that's crazy.
I also love that you brought up like how weird her relationships are with her friends, because it's like we were talking about this the other day on the reality TV corner about Lindsay Hubbard, where I was saying like there are just certain women who have always and will always have like an alpha female role in their friends' lives, and then there are the girls that play a Gretchen Wiener's role to those women, and it's like it's not spoken, it's just like a natural thing. It's like caveman shit.
Yeah.
And Stassi, and like the thing that happens with the Gretchen Wieners, which is always so interesting, is that they will buck. Like eventually they'll take as much as they can, and then they break, like Gretchen.
That's what happened to me in, like, several friendships off the top of my head. Yeah.
You will eventually take as much as you physically can, and you will snap, and then it changes the dynamic of the friendship, just like Katie and Stassi, where like she finally took as much as she could. But like, wild how Katie is kind of like, it's in her blood to want to be in that sidecar to Stassi. She like can't help it.
I know. It makes me sad. We need a horror movie about that, where it's just like a girl who wants to get away from her, like, controlling, like, Regina George, quote, best friend, and just can't. I know. It is interesting because I feel like Katie's the only one who has the balls to be like, yes, I'm on your show. Yes, I'm getting my bag, but I'm not going to be your bitch the way that, like, Christina Kelly and Taylor Strecker are. And the fact that Taylor Strecker specifically is so triggered by that, I'm like, girl. Also, seeing her cry over, she's like, I've been working at this for so long and now I finally have a chance. And I'm like, the fact that you've been in radio for like 20 years and the thing that up-leveled your career is being loyal to like this horrible woman who only likes you because you are her hype woman.
Yeah.
And you're willing to forgive her for a series of like reprehensible things she's done. And you're willing to miss the birth of your child because your podcast with her is more important. I'm like, I really have no words for it. And also, I've been in friendships where I've been the Stassi and someone's been so far up my ass to the point where like it makes me uncomfortable, where I'm like, wait, ew, I don't like this power dynamic. This is weird. Like, I can't imagine enjoying that dynamic as Stassi. It makes me uncomfortable to watch.
And it's sinister in a different way now. Like, I just posted on my story before we started recording that it reminds me of, did you ever watch Queen Bees?
The show that Stassi was on?
Yeah.
I've seen like clips of it, but like I haven't watched the whole thing.
So it's interesting. To me, Stassi's show right now feels like more of a continuation of Queen Bees than it does Vanderpump Rules. Because the concept of Queen Bees, it was like the height of Bad Girls Club, and they were like, what if we did Bad Girls Club for teenagers, but we can't have teenage girls fighting like that, so what if we turned it into like Charm School, where they go to this place, they learn how to be better people, can they change? And the whole show is like, can these evil teenage girls change and be nice? And it's like, the answer to that is Stassi's show, where it's like, now she's an adult woman with children and she's married and she didn't change at all. She's the exact same. And she was able to just like kind of like bumper car her way through life, because she's, like you said, she's so pretty and funny. And it's crazy. It's really sinister. Like, it's one thing to see a teenage girl being mean.
Yeah.
It's a different thing to see a woman like approaching 40 being literally cruel to people and like cutting people at their Achilles tendon to like keep them at her side. It's like sick. Like what she's doing to Bo is like really scary to me.
I know. Okay, we need to get into the Bo of it all because a lot of the discourse on Threads has been about like justice for Bo. Where I stand on it is I agree that the way she treats Bo is horrible. I also think Bo has rancid energy, and I think people often forget Bo is a failed actor, you guys.
Hello?
Bo wanted to be an actor. He met Kristen through like a short film they did or like acting class or something acting related. And then he didn't want people to know he was dating Stassi because he was a serious actor / casting director for commercials. And now all of a sudden, I think he's really enjoying the spotlight of being like, look, I'm just this like nice family guy who's just like doing my best and my evil wife won't let me go to work. Like, I don't trust him either. And I think there's a reason those two hit it off originally because I think they're both very calculated and will do whatever they want to like, or whatever they have to get to the top. I also think him and his sister want to fuck each other.
I'm so happy that you said that because people tend to forget what he was like on Vanderpump Rules. Like
with the fucking dinosaur costume, like he is that
Yeah.
actor guy that's like, look, I'm doing a goofy bit. And I'm like, I don't like that. It's weird. Like I think he's always been threatened by Stassi. And I think it's just
Yeah.
gotten worse, like more money, more problems.
yeah, it's like when he met her, he was like when they in that episode where they were talking about like what made him fall in love with her or whatever, and it's like he's like, well, she was so funny and blah blah blah, and it's like yeah, you felt like you had found like the Laverne to your Shirley on television, that you can like do this whole bit with her or whatever, you know, and he loved the spotlight. He loved coming in as like this sarcastic normal guy.
Yeah,
You know, like he loved it, and now
it's
like,
Jason Hoppy.
have we learned nothing from Jason Hoppy? Like,
It's
have
literally
we
Jason
learned
Hoppy.
nothing? He's
Yeah.
the nice guy.
Yeah. He's just a family man. He loves God. His mom's a therapist. He's such a good dad. And I think it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, I just think the internet fails to hold two truths at once, like as always, tales old as
Yeah.
time. And I do think that the way that Stassi treats him is like so fucked up. She's not supportive. She's insanely selfish. I also think people shaming her for being like, our kids are fucking tough. I'm like, I don't know a mom who hasn't had that thought and been like, I fucking hate being a mom right now. It's really hard and I don't like it. Also, Bo, though, whining all the time and being like, well, I have no time to myself. And they have a nanny is also crazy.
I think for me, the scene so far that has stuck with me the most, the one that I'm like, she really could murder somebody. Like, she was never joking about all that stuff. When her and Katie met for like dinner or whatever, like to like basically to sit down and talk about Katie being on the show and like making it official. And Katie started crying and she was like, I've missed so many moments with your kids. Like, I miss being around your children. Like, I don't even know your oldest kid. Like, I don't know them. And she started crying and Stassi didn't have any emotional reaction. She was just staring. I was like, okay, she can murder. She actually can murder and hide a body. Like, for Katie, for that to not make you feel something, your friend of like 20 years being like, I don't have a relationship with your kid and I want one. And she's just like, yeah. Like, she's just like, say yes to being on the show, say yes to being on the show, say yes to being on the show.
And then it cuts to her being like, I need her on this show.
Yeah.
And it's like, literally. We need her. And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, there is like just there's nothing behind the eyes. It's just
No.
it's just like dollar signs to her. And it like makes me like really sad. And then you look at her family and you're like, oh my God, how does one not end up this way when you're raised by Dana and your sister's Georgie and your brother's Nikolai? And like, God knows, like, I mean, I think she has a relationship with her dad, but he didn't want to be on the show, which like good for him, I guess. But like, I'm just like, what makes me so sad is she's like, she also like violently throughout the show is like anti-therapy. Don't fucking bring up therapy to me. I hate therapy. It's boring. It's stupid. I'm in a bad mood when I go to therapy. And I'm like, well, no shit. Like, if you're like, I'm just such a firm believer in like what our families put us through is not our fault, but as an adult, it becomes your problem where it's like, well, now it's your job to disentangle yourself from all that bullshit that your family unfairly put you through so that you can be like a fully formed adult and can interact with people in a safe and healthy way. And she's like, no, I'm good. And I'm like, that's crazy.
And then what's so fucked up is that because her sister is like such an asshole, it then validates her because she's like, because she's right. about her sister, right? It's like, it is insane that you're just like, I'm gonna live in your house tomorrow for free, and I don't want to work. And it's like, what are you like? What? Like what?
I know.
So it's annoying because then it validates her bad behavior because it's like she is right about that, you know. So it's like really like mucks up the whole situation. But yeah, it is. I can't believe that she willingly put this on TV. And then her obsession with talking about the Kardashians is so pick me loser ass. It's like, oh my God. Stop trying to like bait them into fucking wanting to acknowledge you. It's so pathetic.
And she's on Hulu. Like,
right.
It's the whole like Hulu family. I also, can I just say something? This is a hot take. I fucking hate Hulu reality shows.
Speak on it.
I hate the way they're, I'm going to talk about House of Stassi specifically, the way they're editing little like funny and air quotes captions. It's like ding, like as like a freeze frame of Stassi, like trying to like give us notes and context. And then it's like, we couldn't have an episode of House of Stassi without like Jessie from Mormon Wives, like going to lunch with her. It's like just one big circle jerk of Hulu talent, none of whom I like as people. Like I can't connect with any of them. I'm not saying I need to like all my reality stars. I'm saying like Jessie triggers me so much. Like she makes me so angry. Like I just want to be a bitch to her at a bar just one time. And like I don't like that side of myself, okay? But she makes me so mad. They all make me so mad. And they like the whole show is just an ad for their other shows. And that's what Hulu does. And I'm like, I think Bravo has had hits and misses, okay, over the years. But I think when Bravo was good, the reason it was good, when it is and was good, the reason it's good is because production pushes it far enough and then they take a step back and just trust that like everyone, like the situation, the cast will do the rest. And I think Hulu overproduces everything.
I mean, I could not agree more. Like the Bravo family of it all happened organically. Like it's just something that happened. And then it led to this like crescendo of like that era of like those Bravo commercials with like Kathy Griffin and Patty and, you know, like all like everybody. Like it was like a natural thing that happened. It was unique to Bravo as a network. Like MTV hadn't even really done it the way Bravo had done it, you know?
Right.
And MTV already had a show that was like a community of all of their stars. But even they hadn't done what Bravo did in making it feel like you're a part of the Bravo family, you know? Like, if you're on Bravo, you're watching all the other Bravo shows and you go on Watch What Happens Live and the whole thing. Hulu is like trying to unorganically do it. They're trying to force this thing. And it's like, first of all, none of these shows are like iconic enough. Like in reality, Mormon Wives has been on for like a couple years. Calm the fuck down. It's not like you're going to meet Nene Leakes for dinner. Like it's enough. And like you said, it's just like these big commercials. Every show is just a commercial for the other shows. And they think that it's like some cool fourth wall moment. It's not. I don't fucking care. And I don't want to watch her go meet with the Mormon wives. I don't care.
I don't care. I don't want to see like Marciano's like misshapen sweaty ass on like 5 different TV shows. Like I don't want to.
I agree. I hate it. I hate the editing.
I hate the editing.
I hate it.
Because they want so badly to be like, look, this is a bit. Did you see our bit? And like there were seasons of Vanderpump Rules where they started doing that, and it really made me mad because I'm like, you're throwing off the momentum of the show. And what this tells me is like you're not confident enough that the storyline is compelling, so you feel the need to like engineer this like moment that's like kind of just like awkward. It's like when someone tells a joke and they think it's funny, and you're like, they expect you to laugh and they're waiting for you to laugh, and you're like, sorry, did you tell a joke? Like that's how I feel.
And you have to be like, haha, just to like put them off, like put them at ease.
Okay, keep it moving.
Yeah. They're doing that a little bit, even though I will say I love the production of Next Gen. They do that a little bit with Next Gen NYC, where they're like, they'll like turn, like randomly the show becomes like an old crank camera and there's like vaudeville music. And I'm like, wait, I don't need like a TikTok filter over.
No.
Just give me the show. I'm not a child.
That's why I haven't been able to keep up with Next Gen, because it's like that serious to me. Like it distracts me so much, and I'm like, this cast is lightning in a bottle. Like these are some batshit crazy kids. Just let them go. Like let them free. Don't be like like in the middle of like them in a fight. Like it's dumb.
What I will say that I love about Next Gen's editing, I wish that they would just lean into this. They're doing on the street interviews. they're doing like old Roni.
I was gonna say
like,
that's vintage Roni right there.
like Bethany in the skater girl in the roller girl outfit on the street. Like they're doing that. Like they talk to their camera people. They acknowledge that they're on a show. I have been begging for years for Bravo to just break the fourth wall on all the shows at this point, because I think that that's the next generation of Bravo, is that they should be, it's like we have graduated from the era of like suspended reality where we think it's like we know that these people know that they're on TV. It's not season 2 of fucking Beverly Hills anymore. Like it's okay to acknowledge that there's a camera at this restaurant, because like we are way too tuned in. We're way too sentient. Like we're like robots that have like gained consciousness. Like just, it's okay. Like you're on a show and it's okay to acknowledge that there's a fucking boom mic above your head. It's cool.
Totally. And that's such a good point. And I do think like what is so exciting about like a man on the street approach to reality TV is like the emotions are still heightened. And so you don't know what's going to come out of someone's mouth. And that's what's so thrilling about it, because like, yeah, I mean, they can't control themselves. Even someone in 2026 who's on a reality show, they're still human at the end of the day. There could be a camera in front of them. And if they get them right after some confrontation happens, it's like, make them talk about it while they're still upset.
It makes us feel like we're like watching the sausage be made. It's so,
yes.
I'm immediately tuned in when I see somebody like acknowledging the camera or like, you know, I love that stuff.
Well, and to me, that's very different than like on House of Stassi. There was a scene where like Morgan Stewart and Stassi went to lunch, and like Morgan was like, "Are you into therapy?" And Stassi's like, "No." And then like the producer like chimes in from off camera with like, "Well, like it's either like her assistant or a producer." And I'm like, "That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this more like guerrilla style reality TV." Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore. I wish we could go back. I'm like,
I know.
We're going farther and farther from, like we're losing the tether with Bravo. Like we are straying. Every year we stray farther and farther from Christ at that network, and it's really sad.
I know. I agree. I think of 13 Going on 30 with Judy Greer's presentation versus Jenna Rink's. Sorry, Tom Tom's presentation versus Jenna Rink's presentation.
Yeah.
And we need Jenna Rink to come into Bravo and be like, let's just bring back fun and balloons and streamers. And like, I feel like Bravo right now is like giving Tom Tom, where it's like, it's going to be reality TV is suicide. Like they're trying to make it so edgy to the point where I'm like, we're losing the essence of like what this was. Like, let's like try and simplify, try to, you know, distill it to its purest form.
Honestly, I haven't really been the same since the loss of Ladies of London. I literally was like,
I'm devastated.
Like that was like our shining moment. It was like, wow, old Bravo. We're back. This is like 2010s Bravo.
Even the way they dressed and the way it was like colored, like it literally could have been a DVD box set. Sorry, you were going to say something.
No, like that world exists in like 2013. I swear that was like, and for us to lose that, it was like a confirmation for that fucking Hillbilly Dynasty show to be on still.
Are you kidding me?
I'm appalled.
Don't insult us. Don't insult us.
It's appalling. It's appalling, and it's I said on our show that that Bravo is like the West Village. And it used to be like a cool art house place where like beatniks could get together, you know? Like weirdos, art freaks, queer people, drag queens. Yeah. Like it was like a place for like weirdos. And now it's like West and Amanda. It's the new West Village.
Literally like West and Amanda and like MAGA moms from like Newport and like the suburbs of Illinois. Like fucking kill me. Like, and by the way, every show that Hulu puts out is just a bunch of like rich white women. Like I'm like, I don't, it's like, it's maddening. I'm like, why?
I know.
Why?
I know. All with the same blowout.
Oh God. The same makeup artist. They share the same makeup artist. They wear the same, just stupid clothes.
I know.
I'm exhausted. Wow. This was amazing, Troy. I feel like so good that we got to get all of the above off our chest. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh my God. Thank you for having me. This was so fun. I could do this for like 8 hours.
I know, same. I was like, I need to let you get on with your life. Will you please tell my listeners where they can follow you?
You can find me on the internet at Troy Jean Spears. And I host a show called Beyond the Blinds that airs like 8 times a week at this point. And I host another podcast called What's Your Issue, and about vintage magazines. And yeah, I will tell you off mic what I'm planning, but I'm like working on my next solo podcast, like my Dunzo next step. I know.
Oh, baby. This is your Dunzo swan song.
Totally.
Oh, my God. I can't wait to hear about it. Listeners, give Troy a follow. Listen to all of his amazing shows. And keep an eye out for exciting secret projects in the works. If you don't follow me already, follow me at Hannah Aaron Brown on Instagram, TikTok. If you love this podcast, leave it a rating and a review. Share it to your story. Send it to the pop culture lover in your life. Thank you all so much for listening, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.